Welcome to the series to prepare you for the CSI exams. Comment questions and you will receive practice questions to prepare you for the exam. Hello and welcome to our series of Construction Contract Administration, or CCA. Today we'll be diving into the foundation for understanding the critical role of CCA in the construction industry. This lecture will introduce construction contract administration and its critical role in managing construction projects. By the end of the session, you will understand the roles, responsibilities, and key concepts necessary for effective contract administration. Some of the scenarios will help you contextualize these principles in real-world applications. What is construction contract administration? It is the process of managing the terms, conditions, and deliverables of a construction contract to ensure the successful completion of a project. Its purpose is to facilitate coordination among all stakeholders to ensure the compliance with the contract documents and mitigate the risks and resolve disputes efficiently. It really is just so that people can work with other people regardless of their role in the project. However, they need to know what their role is to stay within their role. We will talk more about that later. Construction contract administration involves managing the terms and conditions and deliverables of the construction contract. So let's talk about the main players on CCA. The owner initiates the project and provides funding. The architect or the engineering team designs the facility and often represents the owner during construction. The contractor builds or executes the construction work as per the contract that they sign with the owner. The subcontractors and suppliers perform the specific tasks and provide materials under the contractor's supervision. Now, let's talk about how is CCA divided. It is typically divided into three main phases: the pre-construction phase, the construction phase, and the closeout phase. In the pre-construction phase, it includes the activities like the contract execution, reviewing the schedule, and starting up mobilization, or determining mobilization and what that will entail. During the construction phase, it involves the progress monitoring, quality assurance, and managing the submittals. During closeout phase is where final inspections occur. Punch lists are created and finished and inspected. Submissions of closeout documents are provided from the contractor, reviewed by the architect, and given to the owner. Now, what is the importance of communication and documentation? Well, effective communication and through documentation are the backbones of successful CCA. They ensure clarity, accountability, and help in mitigating disputes. Proper records like contracts, change orders, and meeting minutes are very important so that everyone understands what everyone else is doing. Roles and responsibilities of each person are important so that everybody can work as a team. Now, what are the common challenges in CCA? Some of those challenges are miscommunication among parties, just thinking that someone else said something else and not being clear about what was that they said and if everything is clear in the contract documents. Sometimes those contract documents, like the drawings, might not have clear information, so there's no need to make any assumptions about what happens. There are also delays due to unforeseen conditions. Those unforeseen conditions can be that you're excavating the site, and so it happens, some bones are found. So when that happens, construction has to be stopped and people need to figure out what's the next step. And we talk more about that later on in the course. Addressing some of those issues proactively can make the project more successful. Now, let's have this miscommunication. During an inspection, the architect instructs the contractor to modify the design detail verbally. However, this instruction isn't documented. Later on, the owner questions the change, leading to a dispute. This is one reason why we have to document all communications. One way to avoid the conflict is by either asking the question formally using a request for information to clarify that the architect really wanted to modify the detail. Another way of doing it is following up with documenting the conversation through email. Understanding the fundamentals of construction contract administration is vital for anyone involved in construction projects. It ensures that everyone can work together towards the common goal for delivering a successful project. I'm going to be saying this again and again. It is a team project. Even when you design a shed, you're still using many people to construct that shed and have it finished to the end. Now let's talk about the construction as a team activity. Delving into the collaborative nature of construction projects and the roles of each participant. Construction projects are inherently collaborative endeavors. Success hinges on the effective coordination and cooperation of various stakeholders, each bringing unique expertise to the table. Let's break down these participants. The owner is the person who initiates the project, providing the vision and funding. They define the project scope, objectives, and overall goals. Owners may be individuals, corporations, or public entities. And their active involvement is crucial throughout the project's life cycle. Therefore, we have weekly meetings or monthly meetings. The design team. The design team are the architects, the engineers. They are responsible for translating the owner's vision into detailed plans and specifications and finish schedules. They ensure the design meets regulatory requirements, functionality, and aesthetics considerations. Effective communication between the design team and other stakeholders is vital to address challenges and implement solutions rapidly. Now, the contractor. The contractor is responsible for overseeing the physical construction process, which includes managing the labor, managing materials, and the equipment at the site. They coordinate subcontractors and ensure the project adheres to the design specification, budget, and timeline. The contractor's roles demands among very strong leadership and problem-solving skills to navigate the complexities of construction. Even a shed is difficult to build. You want to know what's the angle of the roof. You want to know that when you're building the foundation, your foundation will be square, etc. Another part of the team are the subcontractors, suppliers, and sometimes the manufacturers. Let's dive into the critical topic. In this scenario, imagine you're building a custom mountain home. Imagine that this is in Western North Carolina and you hire a general contractor to manage the project. Here's where the subcontractors, suppliers, and manufacturers fit into the picture. The subcontractors are the specialized tradespeople hired by the general contractor to handle specific parts of the project. For example, the excavation subcontractor, the framing subcontractor, the plumbing and HVAC subcontractors, electricians, roofing subcontractors, etc. Their significance is that they ensure a specialized task is done correctly and efficiently. Without them, the general contractor would have to hire workers for each skill, which isn't practical or cost-effective. Think of the subcontractor like the different chefs in a restaurant kitchen. One makes the appetizers, another one handles the entrees, and someone else bakes desserts. Together, they create the perfect meal. Now, who are the suppliers? They are the ones who provide the raw material and products needed for construction. The lumber supplier, the concrete supplier, stone supplier. Their significance is that they ensure that all the materials are available when needed, keeping the project on schedule. Reliable suppliers also guarantee the quality and ensuring the materials that meet the specifications. Now, the contractor has to administer all this people. If you're building that cozy home, stone fireplace in your mountain home, you need a supplier who can deliver high-quality stones on time. Imagine a delay. Your project could come to a standstill if you don't have the stone. Suppliers need the manufacturers. They are the ones who produce the products and components used in the project. This could be anything from windows to kitchen cabinets. The window manufacturer produces custom energy-efficient windows for that home. Or the HVAC manufacturer are the ones who create the air conditioning units. Many manufacturers use building information modeling, BIM, to provide detailed product data, which helps architects and contractors integrate this product seamlessly into the design.